Welcome to my first netball recap. Today I'll be recapping the 2023 Round 3 game where the Vixens took on the Giants, and hopefully give some insight into how the Vixens were able to shut down and generate turnovers against a fierce Dwyer and Harden combination. In the early stages of the game, Harden, Dwyer, Hay and Price all showed great synergy around the shooting circle, and here it results in an easy bucket for Dwyer. That's cash money. Early stages of the game and the Giants are coming out strong. Get that girl a map. Sophie Dwyer is great at creating space. Here we see her set up on, then come off of Joe Harden to stretch the defense, which sets up an easy bucket. And that's just every day for Joe Harden. Another thing that Sophie Dwyer does really well is she's able to turn turning around into a ball fake, and that throws off the defender for an easy obstruction call. Splash. Kira Austin is also super cerebral, where she looks for where she can set up a stack with the feeder, herself, and the goal shooter. And when she makes that stack, she comes off that line of pass and opens up a lovely ball to Kumwenda. Let's have a look at that play again, but in real time.
Kumwenda out of the circle. No one home for the Vixens.
Kumwenda makes a great drive to the basket, but ends up getting contacted, where she eventually makes the shot. Bang! And here's a bit of the same play. You can see they pass the ball off and there's that line of pass. She comes off it and it just opens up for Kumwenda. And again, that's going to be so cash. A staple play of this Vixens offense is that quick fast ball from Kira, straight off the transverse. This play doesn't end up working, but she gets a get back, boom with the boomstick, sit down. Again, the play doesn't really come off this time. I think the Vixens might need to just settle the ball a little bit more after those fast passes into their attacking third. The team just needs a bit more time to dial in their offense, but that set play does work quite effectively in the fourth quarter, as we'll see. Boom point. Okay, it's now time for a quick quiz. If I'm a WA with a hot hand, what pass am I making in this feed? And if you said a nice easy reset pass to the WD, you would be so incredibly wrong. It's going straight to the goal shooter onto the net. How does that happen? Now we're going to move into some beautiful mid-court intercepts. This center pass turnover by Joe Weston, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And then Jamie Lee Price comes to spoil the fun. But let's slow it down and have a look at some of the technical aspects of these two turnovers. I want you to watch her stride length isn't getting longer. She's actually taking fast feet running through the ball. And now for Jamie Lee Price's intercept, you can see she's tracking, and then as soon as Joe Weston is in a throwing motion, she speeds up and gets that intercept. Sit down, Sophie Dwyer, and somehow that's a contact on the keeper. Great job, ref. And now some great defensive effort from McDonald. Look at that, forcing the turnover. But watch this hedge. She's in when Kira's looking. Kira fakes, she's out, and then when that pass comes back in, she's right up there jamming that space. That's a great defensive effort. And now here, the Giants really start to switch on their offense. Look at that WA crashing the zone, making that easy pass. And that's just cash for Joe Harden. Bang! And I think why that WA was able to make that run is because the WD's angle, alignment, and assignment were all off. Pause. Look right here. Angle. What angle does that WA want to run? Alignment, is my body aligned to cut that drive into that midcourt? Assignment, what space am I going to deny my WA into by effectively using my body and my physicality to actually stop that WA from going on that drive? Now this play looks really clean. Passes it to Harden, Harden to the WA, wide open in space, and Sophie Dwyer's there for that fast, quick and easy ball. But how did that actually happen? Sophie Dwyer starts high and then runs all the way down to post, freeing up that space for that WA. As soon as the ball's in that WA's hands, you can see Dwyer darting for that ball. From that play, the Giants get great court position and it ends up leading into a brilliant super shot from Dwyer. Immediately following that super shot, the Vixens took a timeout, so let's see what some of that timeout chat is about.
I reckon even when we get ball, look down court, because we're straight away looking sideways or parallel. So open up position, look down court. What did you feel then when you came out? Like came out with that?
Go, Joe, when we turn, don't get contact. So I said,
I think I need to leave her and let Joe pick that up because I'm getting contacted.
From that timeout, we see that the Vixens are going to try and work the ball down the court early and also let Joe shoot some twos, and they're really trying to make sure that they're not letting Dwyer get any easy buckets, especially in that super shot time. Here we see the WA turn around really fast and give that early option downhill, but sometimes when you try and force downhill options, you end up pushing yourself into the pocket and getting jammed up by the defense. Here that caused a turnover. However, now we're going to see a beautiful set play from the Giants. Look at that screen right into the GD. But something really cool about that screen is you'll see the WD actually running like she's calling for the ball, but it's actually a screen into the GA. Beautiful. Now we're going to see the Giants work the ball down court, and the Vixens are happy to let Joe shoot that. They don't want Dwyer to get this ball right here. Of course, it's not optimal, but anything is better than an easy Sophie Dwyer 2 points. And it pays off because next time the Giants get the ball up in their attacking end, Harden slightly misses and they're able to get that rebound. Meanwhile, on the other end, the Vixens are able to get the ball down court and Quenda does not miss these twos. And the ref must have been having his vitamins because this is another brilliant call. 1 point, clearly in front of the line, 1 point. Dwyer knew it too, she looks so guilty. Moving into the fourth quarter, Vixens pull out this crisp play and they get it into the circle. Notice how the GA does a nice low pass, especially in mixed. If you throw a loopy ball to the WA like that, a keeper's just going to come out and take your head off. So, yeah, nice flat pass. Bang, money. Here's a clip of Dwyer getting boomed. Unlucky. And the ref is on a heater today. Rebound clearly off the Vixens player. Look, Kira knows it too. Great heads up call by the referee. Here again, we're going to see that Vixens defensive strategy. No easy buckets for Dwyer. Look at that double team. Dwyer ended up missing because of the pressure. Harton again ends up missing. Super cerebral heads up play from the Vixens here. Quenda kept hitting twos, Vixens kept battling on defense, and in the end, they were able to hold out the Giants for a good win. Another great call by the ref. That wasn't a push off. Mannix knows it too. Just a great game by the ref.